Good day, everyone. O infinite parenthood of life, breathe deeply, taking a deep breath. Finding your faith and bringing your attention by faith to the spirit of life in you. Today, I'm going to give you the opportunity to clarify the path that you're on. More and more, the responsibility is placed on your shoulders, every one of humanity. If they fail to walk the path of purification and truth, when they die off at the end of this life, erroneously, then they will face themselves just the missed opportunities. For it is a strange unreality in these dimensions. You are impulsed to make choices based upon the lowest common denominator, fear. Anyone and everyone can feel fear. but not many can experience the peace and the fulfillment of reaching higher, of entering into that kingdom of life. But any coward, any individual can shy away from this path, can turn with a plethora of excuses, filling their mind and emotions with the senses of the world, delaying their opportunity. This is the history, the story of humankind. Delayed opportunities presented to them, and they turn deliberately. I don't speak necessarily of this that we're doing together, but there are several other ways to reach for the greater light. And people turn away. They bathe themselves in the noise of the senses. They imagine themselves to be saviors of others, trying to help everyone as an excuse to delay their own healing. So I say to you, be aware, for your choices do make a difference. They move you into a direction where destiny dwells, or not. Those who shy away from the path of truth and reaching Godward, they often believe that what God created can be changed by their own mind, that somehow their own ideas and opinions become true for them, even if they are completely false. They come into existence, an existence which has been existing for untold amount of time. And they believe that what God created in his honor can be changed by their mind. God brings forth a law, for example, of the law of acknowledgement, that you must acknowledge those who are beyond your development as you reach for the hand of those who are in service. Acknowledgement of the very source that breathes you, sustains you, preserves the integrity of the opportunity. But many, they exist in a place of fantasy, everyone. They Imagine that what God created and ordained can be changed by their mind. I beseech you, look carefully, look to see, so that you can move beyond these terrestrial habits of lack of acknowledgement. For the path is already made clear. The only thing that you each have in your free will is the timing when you decide. But the who, the what, the where, the how, the why, these are already decided. Only the when, that remains within your power. And even while given opportunities, it is easily possible to find a way in that lower mind to excuse yourself from the opportunity. So I say, be not someone who believes that what God created can be changed by the mind of humankind. It is simply not possible. Secondly, there are those who believe that what is perfect can be rendered imperfect or lacking. The infinite mystery has brought us forth perfect in terms of the uniqueness of personality, innocent in regards to gaining wisdom and experience, but perfect as a perfect, unique persona, spirit personality. What do I mean by that? I mean, for you to be that persona, you don't need a form. The form is not your persona. The form is just that vehicle to gain experience. The biological form is that vehicle that allows us to be in this particular realm of the planetary schoolhouse. So I say, believe not that what God has created can be changed by your own mind according to your rules. Oh, but you might say to yourself, oh, I would never do that. That's too silly. But if you look more closely, you might see something different. And believe not that what is perfect can be rendered imperfect. What the Almighty has created and brought forth is everlasting perfection. Yes, you lack in experiential wisdom, and that includes worship, a nature of worshipful adoration and authorship. Yes, you might not understand what that means to be the author through your free will of your own existence. The infinite has given you the free will opportunity to create or deny your existence. You see, that seems very fair because You didn't ask to be brought into existence, right? You were not there until you were there. And so you were not asked, would you like to be brought into existence as a unique, creative person of an eternal personality, an eternal personhood as well? You didn't ask. So God, being indescribably of justice, says, I bring you forth, but now I give you the chance to choose if you want to exist. You don't have to. You can continue to deny the experience of your existence, or you can come aboard and say, I want this. I want to exist. I'm curious as to where my existence will lead me. I'm curious to see what God Almighty hath prepared for me in this existence that he has brought me into without my consent, right? But now you can choose. But that's not to say you can choose to advance yourself according to your own ideas. That you can, but you won't advance much. But if you want to unwrap your existence, then you must do it God's way. She, being of infinite intelligence, infinite goodness, infinite love, don't you think she has a better idea of things than you? So, much of humanity believes their own ideas versus wanting to come into God's truth and objectivity of ideas, the true way of approaching existence. Now, most of humanity in ignorance, they convince themselves that their idea is true, and it's God's idea that they think. But that is not always the case. It is not always so. So, I tell you, those who believe that what God has designed and created can be changed by their own mind, they cannot unfold their existence. And those who believe that what God created in perfection can be rendered imperfect and then lacking, simply not possible. For what the Infinite One has created in perfection remains perfect. You are a perfect creation. Your persona, in its uniqueness, its inalienable right, its faculties, its powers, its psychological circuitry, in relationship to the divine circuitry, this is perfect. Now, over the lifetimes, because this world has been stricken by the default of the administration, the default of those who were sent to guide, much of humanity is held in the kind of imprisonment of ignorance and lack of knowledge. Third, there are those who believe that they can distort the creations of God, that they can permanently distort God's creations. Now, you are able to distort with your thoughts and feelings, your words and actions. You can distort temporarily the perfect vibration, and you will learn from that. You will grow by that into a greater compassionate wisdom, an understanding of truly what unconditional being is, what love truly is. So yes, you can momentarily place upon the perfection of God human distortion, and you certainly have paid a price for that distortion. It has sent you into a plethora of entanglements, circumstances, relationships, environments, atmospheres that have challenged you greatly. And if you have been tortured by your own distortion, then if I were you, I would open yourself to God's ideas beyond your opinions. For there is no distortion in God's qualities and ideas, his attitudes and attributes. There is no imperfection, no distortion. And it is the distortion that always leads to disharmony, disease, degeneration, and death, which none of that is part of God's plan. You don't have to experience any of that if you are to truly do it God's way from the beginning. But most everyone here on the planet is receiving the residual effects of certain causes of thought and feeling, of words and of actions, of choices and decisions. So, believe not that you can distort the creations of God, for you cannot, even though in that destructive attribute that humanity seems to cultivate so well, they try to perpetuate their distortions. They inflict self-punishment upon themselves. And we know where that leads, beloveds. And then lastly, simply, you believe that you can create yourself. You can define yourself. You can bring images upon yourself. You believe that God has not given you a definition and an image or an imagelessness in his unconditional love. So, lastly, you believe that you can create yourself. Oh, many an atheist, many a religionist, many believe they can create themselves, that God is just some fanciful idea created by modern, sophisticated men and women. But that's not the case. And when they wake up, they see how foolish they have been. So you cannot create yourself, nor can you create the direction of your own creation. You can momentarily attempt in imperfection to create many things that, again, stricken you with torturous suffering. because you are sure that your idea is the truth. And by following your ideas, your opinions, you inevitably find out where it leads. It leads to states of troublesome problems. So it is much easier to believe that God's creation cannot be changed, and you can move into his creation. You can accept it consciously with free will. Secondly, it is much easier, much to your advantage, to believe that what is perfect cannot be made imperfect, everyone. As soon as the imperfection of thought and feeling touches God's perfection, it is perfectionized. It is made perfect. But much of humanity holds away from that perfectionization. They hold their imperfect creations separate and apart, refusing to deliver, for they believe that it makes up their identity. O mine brethren, children of Nebadon, believe not that you can create yourself. You participate in what God has already created. You honor him. You honor her, right? These four elements, these four tendencies in humankind are sustained by one thing: humankind's attempt to usurp the authority of God, to become their own authority subjectively by their own free will. They're going to make up their own purpose, their own priority. And that only leads to suffering. But that is the choice given. And it is okay to attempt to do it your way, to manage with the intellect, to try to usurp the authority, the love, wisdom, and power of God. It is okay to attempt that for a moment, so that you know for sure it is ill-gotten. It is simply not the way to approach your existence. I say, all errors, all rebellion comes down to this very point: the attempt by the human person, its mind and emotions, its word and actions, its will, to usurp the very authority of God, the very source and sustaining influence. By that I mean he sustains you in every moment. His great self sustains you in every moment. For most all of you, you don't know where you were before you entered this schoolhouse of earth. You don't know where you were. You don't know how you came to be you. Silly people believe my mommy and daddy created me. And there are even sillier mommies and daddies who believe they created their children. This is an absolutely ludicrous, silly idea, sustained by ignorance and vanity, self-exaltation, arrogance. But even that is okay for a moment, because what do you know? You find yourself here as a babe, suckling upon thine mother. You grow up into adolescence, convulsed and moved and convicted by all kinds of hormonal senses, motivations, feelings, biological things. It's quite an experience, the schoolhouse of life here. So you don't know where you came from. You don't know how you came to be. And as much as humankind desires to form their own purpose ideas for what they're doing here, it is still within the realm of subjectivity, opinions, fantasies, and ideas of the evolutionary mind, much of which is highly superstitious, primitive. And to even further substantiate that humanity does not know, they don't know where they're headed after this. Some believe they are gone from existence. Some believe they are 6 feet in the ground, in a box. Some believe they will be forever and ever playing violins with some of us. The harp, maybe eating ice cream forever and ever, floating around. I say these are superstitious, primitive ideas. It is primitive religious ideas which continue to take hold of the minds and hearts, the bodies and the wills of human personality. Primitive, superstitious, conjurings of fantastical ideas which have no basis in the reality of God. For I say, ye have no idea what hath been prepared for you. It is all good. Ye have no idea of the illustrious purpose. For the infinite so-called hath thought things through. She has thought things through to the fullest extent. And so the Almighty knows what she has in store for you. And I say, it is infinitely good and beautiful and true. Far grander than you can even imagine. Go ahead. Let your imagination roar today. Imagine what you think God has prepared for you. And I say, ye shall not even touch the hem of his robe of ideas. So in this tendency to usurp the authority, the perfection, the creation of God, in this tendency to want to do it your way, I say, no matter how great your ideas are, they cannot hold a candle to the goodness, the grandness, the generosity, the glory, and the grace of the Almighty. So I come. Most of humanity has no idea of the degree of organization and harmony and cooperation in the universe of universes. They have no idea. I come to reveal this organized universe. I come to unveil to you what God has in store for you. If you do it his way. If you question all your motivations, choices, and decisions, if you question all of that, and you find the discernment, perhaps through the Holy Comforter of my person, to come and say, oh, I want to discern, I want to know what's truly true, and I want to know what I've been fabricating as truth, trying to do it according to my idea. If you come into our association with that attitude, much will be revealed to you. So most of you here, except for maybe 2 of you, are on the campus. You are involved with a day-to-day campus culture, a way of living and approaching and thinking and feeling, perhaps, a way of interacting with one another. And I tell you, it is by absorption of this culture which is brought forth from the higher worlds. Our campus culture is reflective of the way of the higher worlds. Those who come and they bring their own opinions and tendencies and are unable to let those go, they simply cannot stay very long. There have been more individuals who have passed through Salvington, and as soon as things became a little unpleasant, they cowered down and ran away. Any excuse will do, beloved. But I say, those who stay the distance, who persevere, who learn how to navigate and orient themselves to these new ideas, new for humanity, new for most all of you, familiar to some, new to others. Those who can stay and see it through, quote unquote, see it through, persevere. They start to break through their own unhealthy resistance, and they start to find that true freedom, which they may not have known was even in them, even their capacity. For humankind has all sorts of ideas about religious and spiritual things, about my person, about what we might be doing here. All kinds of opinions, most of which are absolutely false, simply an excuse to run away. Some come and they say, Michael, thank you very much. I gotta go. I've got to milk my cows. And I say to them, oh, beloved, I didn't know you had any cows. And they say, no, I don't have any cows, but I have to milk them. That's the extent of the rationale behind their run back into the darkness and ignorance and anxiety and suffering of the human society. So, tell me, everyone, tell me of your cows. Do you have cows that need milking? Are you ready to wake up early in the morning? I want to help you today to understand how to orient yourself to what's going on here. For you must understand that I'm laying out, giving a large amount of material, a large amount of writing and speaking but it is not just for this time. And so it's not necessary that you capture in your mind every single syllable that's given. But I say, you are here to place yourself on the operating table. That is to say, you are the one that's being operated upon as you give yourself to the adjuster, to the Holy Spirit, to the host of heaven, to the adjutants, and to the Spirit of truth, and to my person here, physically, in our day-to-day campus culture. You are the one on the table. You are the one. It is for you, beloved. I would say one of the best places each day to begin is with your daily journal review. Just take your pen out, and I mean that, your pen, not your symbolic pen as in your computer, but your physical pen or pencil, and begin to simply reflect and put down on paper what's present for you. Put down with the intention to see and understand yourself. For no one comes to the Father of life until they come to themselves. So begin with the daily journaling, maybe 20 minutes of just sitting there with the pen and your notebook, asking your own God presence, show me the way to understand myself. Show me the way to understand what's inside of me as a human personality. For the adjuster, the spirit of life is seeking to prepare you to understand yourself and to understand the higher meanings, the more cosmic values, one of which is absolute truthfulness. If you can learn in your journaling to be absolutely truthful with yourself, if you ask the Spirit of truth and the indwelling adjuster, I only want to find what's true here. I want to see what's inside of me. I want to know myself, you say. Don't worry about the greater truth. I'm speaking about being truthful about even the imperfect things inside of you and your character motivations. Maybe you wake up and you say, oh, I want to run away from that Michael and this Salvington and everyone. It's scaring the hell out of me. You write that down. Oh, is good. I want to run away. Oh, I want to understand why I want to run. Oh, maybe I'm afraid to feel unpleasant things. Maybe I have my own philosophy and I'm unwilling to have it shaken, maybe even to give it up for something greater. So begin with what we're calling the DJR, the Daily Journaling Review. It's a chance for you to practice the way of authority, of God as authority, in giving to God and asking and allowing. And it is a way for you to attune to that inward intention, that inner impulse, which desires at all moments to lead you into a greater mind, a higher feeling, a vaster inclination. Maybe there is 10% of you here that are actually doing the daily journaling review. And most everyone else is not willing to truly follow. You have your own ideas. You think you know what's best. Oh, I don't need to do that journaling review. Oh, I just do it quickly in my mind. Right? So you begin with that and begin to work in that journaling review, which is part of inquiry, which is the first phase of the sixth power of inquiry. Start to work with the other 10 powers. You have 11 powers. Intention. What is your intention, everyone? What is urging your hunger? Oh, my attention, my intention, Michael, is for God. And then you live your life, its choices, completely not for God, but for immediate satisfactions, sensory addictions, filling your mind and atmosphere with just a lot of noise. But in your own mind, you might imagine that you only want God. So in your journal, you put, I only want God. I'm here for God. Now, let me tell you, God, my ideas. Then you become aware. Oh, my ideas? I'm here for God? I'm telling God what to do? You've got to become more aware, everyone, of all of those tendencies, your qualifications, your creations that drive your decisions. For it is not blissful to be ignorant. Right? They say, ignorance is blissful. It is not. I tell you, ignorance about your own self and the very laws and the approach of the Almighty, ignorance is not blissful. It is ignorant. And there is so much more to discover. I'm here to answer your questions, everyone, to help you understand what I'm giving you. Who are the translators today? I believe it might be Liliana. Carlos and Liliana?
Liliana also, yes, Michael.
Okay. So, Carlos,
Yes.
we can have people open the microphone, and I'm here if they want clarification on what I'm giving.
Ok, si podemos abrir los micrófonos y pueden tener calificación sobre las cosas que yo les estoy dando.
Yes.
Diana, ayuda un ratito, vengo enseguida, por favor.
Okay. Okay, here I am.
So to go to your journal is, in a certain way, the outer altar of the adjuster.
Entonces, ir a vuestro diario es el altar, ir al altar de vuestro ajustador.
It's that first step that you can make to enter into the inner altar.
Es el primer paso que ustedes pueden hacer para ir al altar interno.
Okay, Michael, es Elise.
Hello, Elise.
Hola, Michael. Soy Elise.
I'm awake at this time in the morning.
Me desperté hoy a la mañana.
No, I am awake at this time every day. Every
Me
day
despierto.
I want to run away, Michael.
Yeah.
Literalmente quiero hoy huir, Michael, lo siento.
Yes, you've already begun running.
Ya empezaste a huir.
Yes, I write down that, and I discover my fear of to be a woman, to be a simple woman, and to be in a relationship with you, and to be in a relationship with everyone.
Y escribí eso en mi diario y descubrí el miedo que tengo de ser una mujer normal, de tener una relación conmigo misma, contigo, con cualquier persona.
A fear of unpleasant discomfort.
El miedo al desconfort, al no estar en confort.
And what discomfort do you have?
¿Y qué disconfort tú tienes?
I read that I feel happy at last to always see my misqualification.
You feel unhappy?
Yes.
O sea, tú te
Okay.
sientes infeliz, ¿sí?
To discover, yes, every day.
So you don't like
No.
to see.
No te gusta ver. No, no me gusta.
Okay,
I
so
am tired.
you prefer only the pleasant.
Sí.
Entonces tú prefieres solo lo placentero, sí.
The unpleasant you don't want to look at.
Y lo implacentero no quieres verlo.
I want to look and I ask the truth, but I have this thoughts since sometimes that, oh, I am tired to feeling happy with that.
I'm
It's
tired
my
of feeling
arrogance.
unhappy.
Yes.
No, tired of feeling unhappy.
Yes.
Estás
Michael.
cansada de sentirte infeliz.
Okay.
Sí, Michael.
Well, that's part of character.
Entonces, bueno, eso es parte del carácter.
You could be happy to see those things. You could be.
Podrías estar feliz de ver esas cosas, podrías estarlo.
If you truly want truth,
Si verdaderamente quieres la verdad.
then before
It's why I
you
stay.
find truth, before you find truth, you've got to find all the falsehood. But that's exciting then.
Antes de encontrar la verdad, tú tienes que encontrar toda la falsedad. Eso es lo que I'm sorry.
It becomes exciting to find your untruth.
Se vuelve,
Se vuelve,
no me viene la palabra.
A mí tampoco. Se vuelve entusiasmante.
Excitante, entusiasmante encontrar lo que no es verdadero, lo falso.
Yes. You're looking for a treasure, Elise.
Yeah.
Estás buscando un
Michael,
tesoro, Elise.
Well,
I
you've got
see
to move
that
the
in-
sand.
Entonces tú tienes que mover la arena.
I see that in my in the veil of the mirror veil all
No,
around
Elise,
me.
Elise, don't talk to me about that.
No me hables de
Okay.
eso.
Talk to
know,
me.
Michael,
Talk to me in a humble way, like as if you knew nothing.
Háblame en una manera humilde, como si no supieras nada.
Yes.
okay.
If you want to find the treasure,
Si tú quieres encontrar el tesoro,
you've got to move the sand.
tienes que mover la arena.
No one finds the treasure without moving the sand.
Nadie encuentra el tesoro sin mover la arena.
Sorry. Sorry, Michael.
Yes, because you're trying to put forth your imagery and you don't need to.
Sí, porque tú tratas de poner enfrente tu imaginación, Michael.
Tu imagen, tus imágenes.
Tu imagen, tus imágenes, y no necesitas hacer eso.
Right. Yes, you see, everyone. Elise says, I'm tired of being unhappy to look at the untruth.
Y entonces ven todos que Liz dice, estoy cansada e infeliz de ver toda mi infelicidad buscando lo que no es verdadero.
And then she says, well, Michael, when I do the mirror of veils, now she's speaking like she's enjoying, but she's not.
Y luego dice, cuando yo veo el espejo de los velos y habla como si fuera que está contenta de ver lo que encuentra, pero no es verdad.
It's a boss.
You
Always.
must be absolutely honest.
Debe ser absolutamente honesta.
Yes. Elise, are you tired of all of this imperfection?
Yes.
Elise, ¿estás cansada de todas estas imperfecciones?
That is
Sí.
true.
Yes, you're
True.
so tired you hate it.
Estás tan cansada que lo odias.
Yes. Tired of having
Sometimes,
to.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Say that again. Oh, I'm so tired of my imperfection.
Dilo otra vez.
Oh, I
Oh,
am
estoy
so
estoy tan cansada de mis imperfecciones.
I am so tired of my imperfection.
Now say it in French.
Ahora
j'en
dilo
ai
en
marre de
francés.
mes imperfections.
Oh, estoy
Yes,
cansada de
say
mis
it again.
imperfecciones.
Say it again.
Dilo otra vez, dilo otra vez.
Oh, Michael, j'en ai marre de voir toutes mes imperfections.
Yes,
Tan
everyone.
cansada de mis imperfecciones, Michael.
As you stand naked with what's present for you,
Sí, todos en la medida que ustedes se queden desnudos ante lo que se presenta ante ustedes,
even though you're saying, "Oh, I hate,"
incluso si ustedes dicen lo odio,
if you're
Yes,
being
sometimes I
truthful,
feel so angry.
if you're being truthful, you'll start to laugh. You'll feel joyful at how hilarious it is.
si ustedes permanecen verdaderos, incluso llegarán a reírse hilariamente de todo lo que es imperfecto.
Elise, you are a big elephant
Elise, eres un elefante enorme.
with the big, what are they? The big out of
Trompa, I don't know, Michael. Trompa in Spanish.
Trompa
Yeah,
en
Trompa.
español.
well, the trunk,
Trompa.
but also the
Horn.
what do they
Ears.
call them? I forgot.
She hears.
Ears.
She hears.
Ears. Ears.
No, big ears and big trunk and maybe
Horn.
the horns. Yes,
Horns.
what is
What
it,
is
Sharon?
home?
Belly.
The tusk.
Ah, yes,
The
baby.
tusk, right? Yes, Elise. You are a big elephant, big feet, big tusk, big ears.
Sí, Elise, eres un elefante enorme con grandes patas y grandes
Oh.
cuernos.
A
I
big
don't know
trunk,
what.
Elise. Just listen. You
Y-
have a big trunk.
Y tienes una trompa enorme.
Now, Elise, I want you to roar like an elephant.
Y Elise, quiero que rujas como un elefante.
Oh.
Can you do that?
Y tú lo
I
haces.
can try.
No, try. No, try. Do it.
No,
I
no lo
don't
trates.
remember.
Hazlo.
I don't really remember what is the
Elise,
cry of
no
the
excuses. Just do the
elephant.
roaring.
Haz el rugido. Ah,
One more. You are a big
Oh.
elephant, not a little elephant.
Mm.
una vez más. Elefante enorme.
Yes, one more time. A big elephant, big tusk.
Una vez más. Una vez más.
One
Oh.
more.
Tú eres-
Come on.
C'est pas-
Was that Liliana or you, Elise?
It's me.
Vos.
Elise, you are a big elephant, and now you see a little mouse. Oh, it's a mouse.
Elise, eres un gran elefante y ahora ves un pequeño ratón. Ay, no, un ratón.
The mouse is like your imperfection, but you are a big elephant.
El ratón es como tus imperfecciones, pero tú eres un gran elefante.
Yes, and you are.
My imperfection.
Yes. And
Oh,
hence-
no, mis
Ay, no.
imperfecciones.
Yes, your imperfection, a little mouse. And
I love the little mice.
you,
mouse.
a big elephant, you are afraid of a little mouse.
Tú eres un gran
Ok,
elefante y
bye.
tienes miedo a un pequeño ratón.
Now, Elise, make your roar as a big elephant. Roar.
Y ahora ruge como un gran elefante. Ruge.
Oh, oh.
Oh, you sound like a sick elephant. A healthy elephant, healthy elefante.
I
Tú
don't
suenas como un elefante
I don't-
enfermo. Suena
Mm.
como un...
Do that before me, Michael. I really meet you.
Yes. Now
Hazlo antes que yo.
I want you to roar in fear of the mouse.
Ahora quiero que
Feel-
rujas porque tienes miedo del ratón.
Oh, oh, mouse, please
Yeah.
save me, Michael.
Yes. Right.
Right.
Sálvame, Michael. Sí.
A big elephant, a little mouse.
Hmm. Yes.
Un gran elefante y un pequeño ratón.
Your imperfections, everyone, are like a little mouse.
Sus imperfecciones todos son como un pequeño ratón.
You don't want to step on the little mouse. He's beautiful.
No quieren alejarse del pequeño ratón porque es hermoso.
Yeah. He's not going to hurt you.
No los hará
No.
daño.
Yes. And maybe, Elise, you have a few mice in the house where you are.
Y tal vez, Elise, tú tengas algunos ratones en la casa donde vives.
What I mean is a few imperfections within your field.
Imperfections.
Lo que quiero decir es que tendrás algunas pequeñas imperfecciones en tu campo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Elise, it may surprise you, but some of these really silly people here,
Elise, te sorprenderás, pero acá algunas personas tontas de acá
they imagine that they are here for God.
se imaginan que están acá por Dios.
They see their little mice of imperfections.
Y ven a sus pequeños ratones de imperfecciones
They try all the ways of getting rid of those mice.
y tratan de todas las formas de deshacerse de esos pequeños ratones.
And every night they put out more cheese.
Y cada noche ponen más queso.
What happens, Elise, when you put out more cheese?
¿Qué pasa cuando pones más queso, Elise?
They eat the sheets.
They come with their friends, right?
Y
Yes,
vienen,
they
ellos
eat
vienen con
all
sus
the
amigos
cheese.
y comen todo el queso.
Yes. They say, "Oh,
And
come,
they are
there's a
not
silly
they
human
are
putting
not
out
ki-
cheese."
Yes. Oh, they love me.
Yes. You attract more.
Y atraes más, atraes
Mm.
más.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Michael. Yes, I was stuck to express that really because
I'm sorry, I
There
didn't
is-
hear you.
I was stuck to express all that because there is so much years and time to understand that it's a pleasure and not a crucifixion.
Yo quería expresar todo eso hace rato.
Right.
Para entender que es un placer que en vez de
No.
una crucifixión.
Sí,
Yes, everyone, you are in the process of evolution.
ustedes están en el proceso de la evolución todos.
That means the transformation of potential into actual.
Eso significa la transformación del potencial en lo actual.
The potential is in its raw state of imperfection.
El potencial es el estado crudo de lo actual.
No.
De la imperfección.
De la imperfección, sorry.
Yes, your raw material, your imperfections are raw material. They're potential.
Su potencial crudo el material crudo es vuestro potencial.
Yes, Elise. Elise, you write me. Every morning my boyfriend irritates me.
Sí, Elis, tú me escribes todas las mañanas, mi novio me irrita.
Ah, that is the potential.
Ese es el potencial.
How do you actualize that into love?
¿Cómo actualizas eso en amor?
That is the secret of authorship, authority, and association.
Ese es el secreto de la autoridad, autoría y asociación.
Okay.
Yes.
It's okay, Elise, that you still have some imperfect things.
Está bien, Elis, que todavía tengas ciertas imperfecciones.
Even when I want to run away from you.
Yes, of course. You would not be the first.
Incluso cuando quiero huir de ti, por supuesto, no serías la primera.
Yes, what can you do? I wrote something in the Facebook, in the public, in a group.
Tú sabes que yo escribí algo en el grupo de Facebook.
Yeah, the admin, he wrote a response.
El administrador escribió una respuesta.
He said, I have seen everything, but this is, too much. And he laughed at me.
He visto todo, pero esto, es demasiado. Y se rió de mí.
Yes, what I presented went beyond his capacity to receive.
Cuando lo que yo le he presentado está más allá de su capacidad de recibir.
So he judged.
Entonces él juzga.
He rejected.
Él lo rechaza.
Yes, he felt threatened.
Se siente amenazado.
You don't need to feel threatened by your own imperfections, everyone.
No necesitan sentirse amenazados de sus propias imperfecciones todos.
Yes. The imperfections are your opportunities.
Las imperfecciones son vuestras oportunidades.
Yes, you must redefine it in your mind.
Ustedes deben redefinirlas en vuestra mente.
These contractions and reactions of imperfect things
Estas contracciones y reacciones de las cosas imperfectas
are my opportunities to expand consciousness.
es mi oportunidad de expandir la conciencia.
It's my opportunity to advance and evolve.
Es mi oportunidad de avanzar y evolucionar.
Yes. Lily, do you have some peanuts for Elise?
Yes, I have some.
Just throw her
yes.
some peanuts
Okay.
Give me in my trunk.
in her trunk. Yes.
Sí, te voy a dar un poco de maní.
Yeah, she doesn't like the mice, but she comes closer for the peanuts.
Sí, no le gustan los ratones, pero sí se acerca a los maníes.
Yeah. Enjoy your peanuts, Elise. I love you.
Yes. Oh my
Disfruta,
goodness.
disfruta tus maníes, Elise. Te amo.
Sure, I feel this amour. I feel this love. Yes, I feel this love with you. Thank you.
Siento este amor contigo. Gracias, gracias.
Yes, Elise. Big tusks, big ears.
Yes.
¿Cómo se
Sí,
dice, Lily?
gran. How do you say, Carlos Tusk?
Colmillos, colmillos.
Colmillos. Muy grandes
Colmillos
colmillos y grandes orejas.
Sí,
Yes.
para volar.
Para volar. To fly.
Yes, to fly like Dumbo, the elephant.
Como Dumbo.
Good, Elise.
No,
Thank you.
no.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, I don't want to fly now.
No,
Ya no quiero volar.
no, stay on the
Nadie.
ground closer to the peanuts.
Yeah,
Quédate
okay.
cerca en la tierra, cerca de los
And
maní.
closer to the mouse.
Yes.
Y
Well,
cerca de
that's
los
part of
ratones.
it. That's going to be part of it.
Eso será parte de ello.
If you want the peanuts, you have to come to the ground, but the mice are there too.
Yeah.
Si quieres maníes, tienes que acercarte a la tierra, pero los ratones están ahí.
Yes, but the mice, they are your friends, Elise. Friends.
Pero ellos son tus amigos, Elise.
Yes, I know that, Michael. I know that inside.
I have never heard of a mouse biting an elephant. Never.
Nunca escuché de un ratón que lastime a un elefante. Nunca.
Biting?
Muerda,
Biting?
muerda.
Mordiendo, que le muerda a un elefante.
Beautiful, Elise. I think I saw Abiel attempting to ask a question.
Yes. Yes, okay.
Hermoso, Elise.
Bye-bye.
Creo que veo a Biel tratando de hacer una
Thank you.
pregunta.
Gracias.
Well,
Thank you,
Yes,
Elise.
Christ Michael.
Carlos, can you?
Hold on.
Yes, at the end, you have
I think you
you
two
have
devices.
probably. Yes.
Yes.
mhm.
Okay, is that better?
Yes.
It's better, yes.
Christ Michael, I would like to know how to implement
A mí me gustaría saber cómo implementar
the four things that you said that you need to believe. You need to believe that you can change what God has created.
yes, the four things you mentioned, Michael.
Yes, they're written in the amphitheater, right?
Esto está escrito en el campus, en el anfiteatro.
Yes, maybe I put them in the miracles.
Y quizás voy a poner en los milagros del miracle.
I don't remember where I put them.
Those I have those written down, but what I
Yes.
don't know is
Mhm.
how to. I mean, should I write those down, or should I pray and say those things like I believe them, or
I don't know. I don't know how to do what to do with that. Should I write down or pray with that?
You want to speak Spanish, Carlos?
Yes, Michael.
Or you prefer English? Your choice.
No, dijo Abiel que no sabía muy bien qué hacer con eso, si leer, copiar o hacer una plegaria con eso.
Well, what's the first one, Abiel?
Bueno, ¿cuál es el primero, Abiel, de los cuatro?
the first one is that to believe that I can change what God has created.
And
El primero,
sí.
el primero es creer que yo puedo cambiar lo que Dios ha creado.
And what do you think about that?
¿Qué piensas acerca de eso, Abiel?
You say the first is that I can believe what God created. Believe that what God created, I can change.
Lo primero es que yo puedo cambiar, yo creo que puedo cambiar lo que Dios ha creado.
What do you
So
think
today
about that?
you said not to believe that, which I don't. I never did believe that. And I didn't know how to make myself believe that I could change what he created.
Yes, the error is that people believe that what God created, they can change.
El error es que la gente cree que lo que Dios ha creado, la gente lo puede cambiar.
So is just knowing that, is that what you're after? Is just that we know that we can't?
That you realize that you cannot. That's right.
Y que tú te des cuenta que tú que no puedes cambiarlo. Eso es correcto.
Yes. So, Abiel, how do you see yourself?
Abiel, ¿cómo te ves a ti mismo?
Are you a man?
¿Eres un hombre?
Are you a body?
¿Eres un cuerpo?
Oh, I see. Well, no,
Are-
I'm in a Chevrolet,
What?
4-cylinder Chevrolet.
Ah,
It's a vehicle. I'm a vehicle.
estoy en un Chevrolet, estoy en un vehículo. Sí,
Okay.
yes.
And what are you? For God created you, and so what are you?
Entonces, ¿qué eres tú? Si Dios te creó a ti, ¿qué eres tú?
If
I'm
I
spirit.
took away your body, what are you?
Si yo te llevo el cuerpo, ¿qué eres tú? Te saco el cuerpo, ¿qué eres tú?
I'm a spirit.
Yo soy un espíritu
Yes, a personal spirit.
personal, sí.
Yes, that is seeking to establish in higher and higher spheres.
Que está buscando establecerse en esferas cada vez más elevadas.
Yes, but you are that personalized spirit of life.
Pero tú eres ese espíritu personalizado de la vida.
But you still must become eternally one with the spirit of the Father.
Pero tú aún necesitas volverte uno eternamente con el espíritu del Padre.
Right. And as you're saying, you realize you cannot change that and you don't want to change that.
Correct.
Como tú has dicho, tú te das cuenta que tú no puedes cambiar esto y tampoco quieres hacerlo.
Okay, so you're 25% of the way there.
Entonces ahí estás con el 25% del camino respecto a los 4. ¿Sí?
Now the second one, right?
Ahora el segundo, ¿sí?
You don't believe that what's perfect can be made imperfect, right? You cannot make imperfect God's perfection.
Y tú crees que no puedes hacer algo que es imperfecto, volverlo hacia la perfección de Dios.
Yes,
I believe that.
Mhm. Right. He created you perfectly as that unique persona.
Y Él te ha creado perfecto como esa persona singular.
So how often do you make decisions that are based on seeing yourself just as a mere body?
Y cuán a menudo tú tomas decisiones que están basadas en verte a ti mismo solamente como un cuerpo.
Not often.
No tan a menudo, no a menudo.
Mhm. And then third, you believe people believe that they can distort the creations of God. Okay.
Y el punto tercero es que la gente cree que puede distorsionar las creaciones de Dios.
Right. God's creations cannot be distorted permanently. No.
Las creaciones de Dios no pueden ser distorsionadas permanentemente.
And then last, believing that you don't believe that you can create yourself. You know that God created you.
Y el último es que tú no crees que Dios, que te has creado tú mismo. Tú crees que Dios te ha creado a ti, ¿verdad?
That is my belief.
Right.
Sí, eso suele ser mi creencia. Es mi creencia.
Right. So what's your challenge then?
Entonces, ¿cuál es tu desafío entonces con esto?
Here you are with all of us, and you want something.
Y tú estás aquí con todos nosotros y Él quiere algo.
You were asking us to believe just the opposite of that. That's what I'm getting at. I was trying to figure out how I would do that, how I would convince myself that I could change perfection.
No, those of your race that believe they can change perfection, they cause themselves an error.
No, aquellos de tu raza que creen que ellos pueden cambiar la perfección, a ellos están en un error.
Yes. And
So the fact that we know that, does that give us a closer relationship with our adjuster?
Y el hecho que yo sepa esto, que nosotros sepamos esto, nos permite una relación más cercana con nuestro ajustador.
so is that what you want?
Eso es lo que tú quieres, Javier.
I want a closer relationship with my adjuster.
Yo quiero una relación más cercana con mi ajustador.
Okay, so the way of gaining that closer relationship is how? What do I teach?
Entonces, la manera de cómo ganar esa relación más cercana, ¿cómo se hace eso? ¿Qué es lo que yo te enseño a ti, Javier?
Those 10 or 12 attributes of giving and asking and allowing.
Esos 10 o 12 atributos de dar, pedir y permitir que te
Yeah.
enseño.
What are those 5 or 6 ways of giving to God?
¿Cuáles son esas 5 o 6 maneras de dar a Dios?
To get closer to your adjuster, you've got to give to him your acknowledgement, attention, appreciation, allegiance, adoration.
Para poder estar cercano al ajustador, tú tienes que darle
Acknowledgement,
tu reconocimiento, tu atención,
attention, appreciation, allegiance,
apreciación, lealtad,
adoration.
adoración, atención.
Yes. How are you doing with that?
¿Cómo estás con eso?
Are
I-
you?
I think I'm doing pretty good with it. I pray on that every night.
Yo creo que estoy haciendo bien eso. Estoy orando todas las noches.
Right. And so when you say I pray on that, tell me how you do that.
Cuando tú dices yo oro con él, o dime cómo oras, qué es lo que haces tú.
I pray specifically to the adjuster, and I tell the adjuster specifically that I am obedient, that I believe in him 100%. I love him, and I will do anything I can to keep our relationship pure.
Right. Okay. So that's beautiful.
Muy hermoso.
And what I'm suggesting is you build an energetic momentum into his kingdom.
Y lo que yo estoy sugiriéndote es que construyas un momentum energético hacia su reino.
Right. So there's a difference between telling him that you're obedient and simply entering into that relationship.
Y hay una diferencia diciéndole a él que eres obediente y simplemente entrar hacia esa relación con él.
Giving yourself in acknowledgement of him.
Darte a ti mismo en reconocimiento a su existencia, a su ser.
So how might you do that one? Acknowledging.
¿Cómo tú entonces harías ese reconocimiento?
Right.
That's
what I'm having trouble with.
Right. I see that. There's a bit of an evolution that needs to take place.
Yo tengo un poquito de problema con eso. Entonces Micael le dice, sí, yo veo eso y yo me doy cuenta que necesita un poco de evolución que tome lugar.
Now, there's nothing that becomes created without feeling. You need to enter into these things with feeling.
No hay nada que pueda volverse creado sin los sentimientos. Tú necesitas entrar, perdón.
Finding your feeling as you acknowledge him. Oh, my Father God. Let the feeling out.
Que tú tienes que encontrar el sentimiento cuando tú le dices, oh, mi Padre, yo te reconozco.
With my faith, I acknowledge you and you alone, oh God.
Con mi fe, yo te reconozco a ti, solamente a ti, mi Dios.
Now, I would suggest you stay with that giving acknowledgement until you are sobbing in tears. Then we know that you're there.
Okay.
Y yo te sugiero que tú estés con ese reconocimiento hasta que te inundes de lágrimas. Y ahí realmente sabemos eso.
That's what I'm after. Thank you very much.
Well, hold on.
Y eso es lo que yo estaba pidiendo. Gracias, muchas gracias.
Yeah, why don't you try it? Acknowledgement with deep feeling.
¿Por qué no tratas hacer ahora eso con
for your right? And so you're a creator. You're created just similar to the Father. He created you similar.
Tú eres un creador y tú has sido creado parecido al Padre.
And
Usted
you can bet that he has thought and feeling, word and act.
Y tú puedes apostar que él tiene pensamientos, sentimientos, palabras y acciones.
And he also is a spirit persona, infinite spirit persona.
Y él también es una persona de espíritu, una persona infinita.
So spirits cry.
Personalities do.
Y las personalidades lloran, sí.
So why don't you take an attempt here, just
¿Por
with
qué no-
acknowledgement and attention and appreciation?
¿Por qué no intentas hacerlo ahora? Solamente con el reconocimiento, la atención y la apreciación.
Generating feelings, deep feelings of love for your adjustment.
Generando profundos sentimientos de amor por tu ajustador.
Paradise adjuster. I have deep, deep, deep admiration and feeling for you and love for you. I hope to become closer with you. I want to fuse with you if I get the opportunity.
Yes. Now I want you to worship him.
Yo
In
quiero
that
que tú lo adores a él en el reconocimiento.
Yes.
Mm.
He knows what you want, but you need to generate the energies in his direction.
Él
To
sabe
achieve-
lo que tú quieres, pero tú necesitas generar esas energías hacia su dirección para lograr eso.
I love you, adjuster, paradise adjuster.
Yeah. Now, that's beautiful. Now I want you to breathe into your heart and let your heart open and explode with that love.
Entonces ahora yo quiero que tú, es tan hermoso eso, quiero que respires hacia tu corazón y permitas que él explote de amor.
I don't believe I know how to do that.
That's it. That's the evolutionary leap that you're about to take.
Y ese es el salto evolutivo que tú tienes que tomar.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you want to generate that feeling in order to create the movement towards him.
Tú tienes que generar ese sentimiento para crear el movimiento hacia él.
I think that's going to take some practice.
Yes, that's what we're doing. That's
Sí, eso es lo que estamos haciendo, Javier.
yes. Is generating that feeling by faith and trust and love in the heart.
Y es generar ese sentimiento por fe, amor y confianza en el corazón.
So you say, my paradise adjuster, and breathe into your heart.
Y tú dices, oh, mi ajustador del paraíso, y respira en tu corazón.
I truly love you, and I want to feel more of that love for you.
Yo realmente te amo y quiero sentir más el amor hacia ti.
Oh, mighty paradise adjuster. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want more of your love. Please, please.
Yeah. Now, do you know, Abiel, because your sincerity, that adjuster presence in everyone is now expanding because of your sincerity. Can you feel his love?
I can't.
Puedes,
Yes, sir.
tú puedes saber, bien que debido a tu sinceridad, el ajustador de todos está sintiendo eso también.
Right. So now you breathe in that love. You generated it. You stimulated a response. That's amazing, right?
Y tú puedes respirar en ese amor, tú has generado y has estimulado esa respuesta. Eso es maravilloso, ¿verdad?
Because he knows if you're sincere or
Porque
just,
sabe
just
si tú eres
pretending.
sincero o solamente pretendes.
And you're sincere.
Y tú eres sincero.
I'm sincere.
Yeah. Can you say it again and breathe in? Build upon that feeling.
Oh, mighty paradise adjuster. I love you. I want to be with you.
Right. That's right.
Please accept my love.
Right. And now breathe him in. He's coming to you now. He's expanding right now. Breathe. I breathe you in. I want to make love together, you know. I want to be in love absolutely with you, my adjuster. Breathe in his life, Abiel. Now say it again. Express your love and your admiration
Oh,
with feeling, beloved.
beautiful paradise adjuster. I love you so very, very much.
Yeah. And now breathe in his love. He's sending you his love. You breathe in and receive, and then you turn around and you give him back your love, sometimes through words, sometimes in the silence. You breathe in, but first, human beings must act on their free will. They have to generate the genuine heart of love for their adjuster. Then he responds. Oh, my paradise adjuster, truly, I love you more than everything. I only want this love with you. I open to receive. Just breathe, Abiel. He comes to you now.
Respira bien, viene hacia ti ahora.
Breathe in the majesty of his love.
Respira hacia adentro la majestad de su amor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Gracias, gracias, gracias.
right. Giving all your thanks to your paradise adjuster.
Dale todo el agradecimiento a tu ajustador del paraíso.
Yeah. I acknowledge you, oh my God. I acknowledge you.
Yo te reconozco, oh mi Dios, yo te reconozco.
Now you breathe in his life. After you acknowledge, you breathe that in.
Y tú ahora respiras eso en tu vida después de tú reconocerlo a él.
Your love.
Respíralo.
Yes. And
Right.
now with your awareness, your attention and faith, I know you're right here with me. You say that, Abiel.
I know you're right here with me, adjuster.
Yes.
Paradise adjuster.
Yes. As you elevate your vibration, you will feel him in his extending his love to you.
Y en la medida que tú elevas la vibración, tú vas a sentir a él que te extiende su amor a ti.
Breathe in again. You're building this momentum. Carlos, did you want to get
Yes,
that?
yes, Michael.
Just
Respira
catching your breath.
nuevamente. Yes. Estás creando un momento.
Yeah, just that sincere, loving faith for
Esa fe
God's life.
sincera y amorosa por el amor por Dios.
Yeah.
Por la vida de Dios.
Here he comes again, Abiel. Drink him in. Breathe him in.
Él viene nuevamente, bébelo a él. Respíralo.
That's it. Let him touch you,
Permítelo que te toque a ti.
and he will adjust everything to prepare you for the higher life.
Y él va a ajustar todo para prepararte
Por la vida más elevada. We got Carlos crying too, so that's good. Yeah. The way of God authority, everyone. This is the way I'm teaching you.
el camino de la autoridad de Dios a todos. Está el camino y yo les enseño.
Yes. I'm aware you're right here with me, O heavenly adjuster.
Y consciente
Soy
que tú estás
consciente.
conmigo, o ajustador para él.
Yes. I'm loyal to you alone. Only you.
So- soy leal a ti solamente, solo a ti.
Oh, here he comes again, Abiel. He's
Oh,
expanding.
aquí viene de nuevo Abiel, se está expandiendo.
Everyone you see, this is the highest use of your authorship.
Lo ven todos, esta es la manera más elevada de su autoría, de usar su autoría.
Oh God, I adore you. I praise you, Almighty God.
Oh Dios, yo te adoro, te aprecio, oh Dios Todopoderoso.
Breathe him in, everyone, the one God through his individualizations.
Respírenlo adentro, todos, el Dios uno en su individualización,
Yes. In cada corazón, right? In each
en,
heart and mind, y mente. Mhm.
en cada corazón y mente. Yes, Pai.
Yes, Abiel, you begin this generating of expanding the love in your heart.
Sí, Abiel. Tú has empezado esta generación, has generado esta expansión de Dios en tu corazón,
De amor.
de
Yeah.
amor.
Igual.
Yes, everyone, this will bring you closer to him more than everything else.
Sí, todos. Esto los traerá más cerca de Él, más que cualquier otra cosa.
So that's part of the giving to God and letting him extend his love to you.
Entonces, esto es parte del dar, darse a Él y permitir que se expanda, se
Se
expanda,
extienda. Se extienda su amor.
Extenda su amor a ti.
su
Sí.
amor
Yeah.
hacia ustedes.
Yes.
Sí.
And then you admit, of myself I can do nothing. I ask for you to take total control.
Y luego ustedes admiten que por ustedes mismos no pueden hacer nada. Por mí mismo yo no puedo hacer nada y te doy todo el control de mí mismo.
Yes. If I need to harmonize my qualities in all my lifetimes, I ask, I receive.
Si necesito armonizar todas las cualidades de mis vidas, yo pido y recibo.
Yes. And then you're moving into that inquiry in the allowing and understanding what he's stimulating.
Y luego entran en esa investigación de permitir,
En ese movimiento de la
ese
investigación, la
Yes.
indagación que permite y comprende lo que
Mhm.
sucede.
It is the adjuster's responsibility to prepare you for the next life, the higher life, through fusion with him.
Es la responsabilidad de vuestro ajustador prepararlos para una vida más elevada, para la fusión con él.
Right. And back in the past, when I said, seek ye first the kingdom, this must be your first priority.
Y en el pasado, cuando yo decía busquen primero el reino, eso debería ser su primera prioridad.
Yes. Everything else comes second.
Todo lo demás viene segundo.
Yes. But your relationship, your communion and adoration first.
Pero su relación, su comunión y su adoración vienen primero.
Right. And then everything else he will adjust everything for you into this alignment with you, though, with you adjusting it.
Y luego todo lo demás Él lo ajustará con ustedes, con ustedes.
Hacia la alineación, ¿verdad?
hacia la alineación en Él.
So, Abiel, you practice that. You practice generating that feeling in your heart.
Entonces, Javier, practica generando ese sentimiento en ti.
Yes. Tell me if you're
Corazón.
getting this. Mhm.
Dime si has entendido esto.
Tell me.
Dime.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I
Yes.
am.
Me hablas a mí,
Yes.
sí.
Are you seeing what you have to practice now?
Yes,
¿Estás
I am.
viendo lo que debes practicar? Sí, lo estoy viendo.
Yeah. Beautiful, Abiel. Thank you.
Hermoso, Javier. Gracias.
Yes, everyone, you generate so much emotion and loyalty to things, not, and you can generate the same emotion and more to God
Sí,
right
todos.
within you.
Ustedes generan tantas emociones y lealtades a cosas que no son y pueden generar muchísimo más al Padre.
Oh, Liliana, I bought a new dress at the store. I love my dress. Oh, I love my dress.
Oh, Liliana, compré un hermoso vestido en la tienda. Hoy, ay, amo mi vestido.
Yes. God, thank you very much. Oh, I love my dress, Liliana.
Oh, Dios, Dios, sí, gracias, muchas gracias. Ay, amo mi vestido, Liliana.
Right? So you are generating a lot of emotion and creative power into a temporary thing, and then you're leaving God behind in a way, right?
Entonces ustedes crean tantas emociones y cosas creativas a cosas que no tienen, que no tienen importancia y dejan a Dios detrás.
Yes. And what I'm asking you to do is generate most of your energy into that paradise adjuster.
Y lo que yo les estoy pidiendo hoy, que generen más de esas emociones hacia el ajustador del pensamiento,
Yes.
del
Energía.
paraíso, esas
Yes.
energías.
Thought, and in this case, thought with faith upon God
Pensamientos, en este caso, pensamientos sobre la fe, sobre Dios, en Dios,
con fe
con fe en
sobre
Dios.
Dios,
Ujú.
it generates that feeling. You want to generate the feeling.
Eso genera ese sentimiento, porque ustedes quieren generar un sentimiento
You want to bring all your feeling into harmony.
y quieren traer todos sus sentimientos a una armonía.
Oh, Michael, I began my adoration and I thought of my ex-husband and I was irritated.
Oh, Michael, empecé mi adoración y creo que mi esposo se ha irritado, se ha molestado.
No. Yo pensé en
¿Cómo?
mi ex marido y
Ah,
me volví irritada. Sí.
pensé en mi ex marido y me molesté, me irrité.
Yes. Okay. What do I do, Michael?
Entonces, ¿qué hago ahora, Michael?
That irritation is interrupting my precious adoration.
Esa irritación está distorsionando mi adoración,
Interrupting.
está interrumpiendo.
Yes. And I say, no, is not. The adjuster is presenting that so you can transmute it.
No, yo te digo, no lo está haciendo. El ajustador te está presentando eso para que tú puedas transmutarlo.
Should I get out my journal and write about that irritation? Yes.
Tengo que salir de eso y irme a mi diario para poder ver esa irritación. Sí.
Oh, Paradise Adjuster, I only want to do your way.
Oh, ajustador del paraíso, solamente quiero hacer a tu manera.
Oh, Michael, I don't like that imperfection. It's disturbing me.
oh, Michael, no me gusta esa imperfección, me está molestando.
No, you're holding it in the wrong way, beloved.
No, no, no. Ustedes lo están sosteniendo de la manera errada, amados.
That is an opportunity for you given to you by your paradise adjuster.
Esa es una oportunidad dada a ustedes por su ajustador del paraíso.
Yes, because to graduate into God fusion at some point, you must bring into harmony all your energy.
Sí, porque para graduarse hasta el punto de la fusión, en algún momento ustedes tienen que armonizar.
Yes, you understand, everyone? I take your questions.
¿Están entendiendo todos? Tomo sus preguntas.
¿Puedo hacer una pregunta basada en esto último?
Only, only if you talk slower than 100 miles a minute.
Solo si hablas más despacio que no sé cuántos segundos por minuto.
You're making my translators dizzy.
Yes,
Te
you too.
estás mareando.
You too, you too.
Yeah.
Tú
You
también,
speak
dice.
so fast today.
Okay, Alicia.
Sí, quiere decir,
That means,
por ejemplo, hoy me levanté
for example, I woke up today.
plenty, happy.
Plena, feliz.
Ah, sí, plena. Entonces, cuando entré a las enseñanzas,
So then when I entered in the teachings,
se me devolvieron muchas energías.
it turned to me a lot of energies.
Yo pensé que había sido tú,
I thought it was you,
pero significa que fue el ajustador mío el que me las envió.
but it means that it was my adjuster that sent it to me.
Well,
The energies.
yes.
Sí, o
Well,
sea,
would you be willing to see that I and your adjuster are one presence, one impulse?
Podrías ver que yo y tu ajustador somos una sola presencia,
Un impulso.
un
un
impulso.
impulso y una presencia. Sí.
So is not important who sent it, but that you're in this association and you're being worked with.
No importa quién te las envió, pero tú estás en esta asociación y estás trabajando en ello.
Sí, lo comprendo.
Yes, you don't have to. It came from the adjuster. It came from Michael. Where did it come? Of course, it comes with your adjuster. Of course.
No importa de dónde vino, si vino de Michael, de mi ajustador, por supuesto que vino de tu ajustador.
But include me in that, if you will. It will make it easier for us.
Pero inclúyeme en eso, por favor, si puedes, porque eso hará más fácil, nos hará más fácil a los dos.
Yes, the part of my being here that is with the adjuster is maybe slightly different than the part of my being choosing which breakfast I will have.
La parte que está aquí con el ajustador puede ser un poquito diferente a la parte que está buscando el desayuno todas las mañanas.
Right. So if you want, Alicia, you can write me, Michael, what breakfast did you have? So then you receive that part of my being.
Si tú quieres, me puedes escribir y preguntarme, Michael, ¿qué desayuno tomaste? Entonces ahí tendrás esa parte de mí
But
como respuesta.
immediately available, if you choose, is to talk about the part of my being that's with your adjuster.
pero inmediatamente disponible está esa parte de mí que está ahí con tu ajustador.
I act as the voice of your adjuster in that part of my being, if you call it forth in me.
Yo actúo como la voz de tu ajustador que está ahí, que es una parte de mí si tú lo llamas.
Yes. Now, momento, Alicia. If some of you say, "Oh, that Michael, I don't like him."
Entonces, momento, Alicia, si ustedes dicen,
Lo que queremos
ay,
seguir
ese
viviendo.
Michael, no me gusta ese Michael,
Yes, because he is eating eggs for breakfast and I like pancakes.
porque él come huevo en el desayuno y a mí me gustan los panqueques.
Yeah. Okay, so you are rejecting that part of my being. Okay, that's not so great, but okay, it's okay.
Entonces, ustedes están rechazando esa parte de mi ser y está bien,
But
está bien,
don't
no importa.
reject all of me, because there is the other part of my being that's with your adjuster.
Pero no rechacen todo de mí porque hay una parte de mí que está ahí con su ajustador.
And my form here is utilized by both of those beings, let's say, both of those parts of my one being.
Y mi forma acá está utilizada por esas dos partes de mi ser.
Your adjuster might utilize my human expression to get something across to you, to reach you after a lot of lifetimes.
Y el ajustador tal vez use una parte de mi ser para llegar a ti después de muchas vidas.
Yes, about a million adjusters, they call me on the phone. I'm in Salvington. Michael, when are you coming? We need to talk to our human subjects.
Y muchos de los ajustadores están llamando todo el tiempo. ¿Dónde estás? Tengo que hablar contigo sobre mis
No, ¿dónde
sujetos.
estás? When are you coming?
Ah,
¿Cuándo tú
¿cuándo
vienes?
vienes? ¿Cuándo vienes?
Yes, we're waiting. We need a voice to reach our human person.
Necesitamos una voz para alcanzar a nuestros humanos, a las
And
personas humanas.
then I come here.
Y luego vengo acá.
And humanity says, "Oh, you cannot be Michael. I reject you."
Y entonces los humanos dicen, no, tú no puedes ser Michael, te rechazo.
Right. They are rejecting maybe that I don't have a beard and slippers.
Y ellos tal vez rechacen de que yo no tengo barba ni uso sandalias.
Yes. And then they're also immediately rejecting that other part that's one with their adjuster.
Y entonces también automáticamente, inmediatamente rechazan esa parte de mí que está ahí con el ajustador.
Yes. So, Alicia,
Yes.
I say this for you especially.
Entonces, Alicia, te digo esto a ti especialmente.
Yeah.
Sí, esto forma parte, siento, ¿no? Del trabajo de indagación de hoy, forma parte también.
That is part of my work of inquiry of today.
Por ejemplo,
Yes, tell us more. Dime más.
yes, yo después me puse a hacer el diario
And so then I started to write in my journal
de por qué me había sentido, o sea, en el diario decía que me sentía insegura, menospreciada, pero por mí misma.
The journaling said that I was insecure, I felt insecure, depreciated by myself,
Sí, y minusvalía.
Less value.
Esas son las cosas que, las energías que yo sentí al leer lo que Michael hoy comparte en las mañanas, ¿no?
Those are the energies that I felt when I read the teachings that you wrote down in the chat.
Yo no apunto nada, pero lo estoy escribiendo en mi, tomando nota de todo, ¿no?
I didn't write it down yet, but I am writing writing in my journal, little by little.
Yes, because the frequency that I'm living within, la frecuencia,
En la que yo vivo, sí.
is going to push up inside of all of you anything that's not true.
Sí, los empujará de adentro para afuera todo lo que lo que no es verdad.
Yes, some of you run to the campus, you read my word, and you feel inferior.
Ustedes corren del campus, leen mis palabras y se sienten inferiores.
Some of you say, oh, that Michael, bad man, he make me feel inferior.
Y algunos dicen, ese Michael, qué mal hombre que me hace sentir inferior.
No, un mal, no tres mal, por favor.
No, un mal solo, no tres.
Gracias, Liliana. A veces depende, tres, pero hoy uno.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, but then you are feeling what has been inside of you.
Entonces, ustedes están sintiendo lo que tienen adentro de ustedes.
I cannot make you inferior.
Yo no puedo hacerlos inferiores.
I didn't wake up this morning and say, oh, who can I make inferior? I like this.
Yo no me levanté esta mañana diciendo, ¿a quién puedo hacer inferior hoy? Me gusta esto.
Yeah, mi propósito is my purpose.
Es my purpose of life.
No.
Mi propósito.
You are interacting with the frequencies that will cleanse, that will bring up your untruth.
Ustedes están interactuando con las frecuencias que los limpiará de lo que es no verdadero.
Now's your opportunity to work the inquiry and remove me. I'm part of the chaff. Take me away from that.
Entonces ahora es el momento de hacer la indagación y moverme de la paja. Yo soy parte de la paja.
Yeah.
Sí, yo me puse en ese punto también
Yes, tell us more.
I put myself in that point also.
De buscar quitar la paja, ¿no? Que era la basura. Y me vinieron hasta recuerdos.
And it came to me remembrance.
Sí, de familiares inclusive, ¿no? El momento que estaba haciendo la labor.
Of family, when I did my work.
Claro, pedí que poder comprender.
And so I asked to be able to understand.
¿Por qué me sentía, por qué sentía esa, digamos, inferioridad o menosprecio hacia mí misma?
Why did I feel that inferiority about myself?
Esas cualidades, ¿qué es lo que no me permitían ver?
Those qualifications that didn't allow me to see.
O sea, entiendo que esas malas cualidades eran la cáscara, ¿no?
I understand that those misqualifications were the chaff, right?
Pero no logré llegar al punto de ver cuál es el grano completo.
But I didn't get to the point to understand, to see what is the whole thing.
The whole grain, yes.
The whole, yeah.
Ajá. Entonces hoy, cuando estaba hablando, ay, ¿cómo se llama el chico nuevo?
Ever.
No.
¿No?
El señor que habló.
Abiel.
Ajá.
So
Dije,
now when Abiel was talking, I saw
que todo estaba relacionado con la enseñanza que Michael ha estado dando esta semana.
Everything is related with your teachings given us to this week.
En la cual yo no me había podido o no había deseado concentrarme o no había querido, no sé.
in which one I didn't wanted to focus myself, I think. I don't know.
La enseñanza esa casualmente que habló el de Dios, de que uno cree que uno, o sea, que yo puedo hacer imperfecta la creación de Dios, o sea, yo no puedo.
That teaching specifically that that you said that I can be able to make the creation of
Imperfect.
God
Imperfect.
imperfect,
Right.
imperfect. That
Me vi relacionada cuando él estaba hablando a
I saw myself.
toda esta, toda esta dinámica pues de indagación, la vi relacionada con esa enseñanza.
I saw this specifically teaching about today. I saw it specifically related to that sentence.
Mhm.
Eso es, pero todavía estoy trabajando en eso.
I'm still working on it.
Yes, of
Es
course.
muy reciente.
It's very deep.
Ese panameña.
It's for tomorrow.
No, digo que ese es panameña, ese es el panameñismo,
Ah,
cuando se habla mitad
this is
inglés y
very.
mitad español.
Lily?
It's from, yes, very Panameña, very Panamanian.
Right.
Half
Well,
Spanish
well,
and half English.
well, look, the fact that you're working on it is doing God's will. That's beautiful.
La parte en que tú te la estás trabajando en ello, es la voluntad de Dios, es hermoso.
The fact that you're still working on it and not finished.
La parte, el hecho de que tú todavía lo estás trabajando y no has terminado,
That doesn't disqualify you from doing God's will. You're still doing God's will.
eso no descalifica que estás haciendo la voluntad de Dios. Todavía estás haciendo la voluntad de Dios.
Right. Again, it's more important what you yearn to become is more important.
Es más importante lo que tú anhelas en convertirte. Es más
Yes.
importante.
More important than where you find yourself today.
Es más importante de en dónde te encuentras hoy a ti misma.
But what you yearn to become is more important.
Pero lo que tú anhelas en convertirte, eso es más importante.
And then, of course, allowing yourself to become absorbed in the ideas and the frequencies which I'm bringing.
Y luego, por supuesto, permitirte ser absorbida por las ideas y las enseñanzas que te estoy dando.
Yeah. Good, Alicia. Yeah,
Gracias.
you're welcome.
Thank
Muy
you.
bien.
Bien, Alicia. Hermoso, muy bien. Very good.
So as you see,
Entonces, como ustedes ven,
you are working on a few different relationships.
ustedes están trabajando con algunas diferentes relaciones.
First, with God living right with you, in you.
Primero con Dios viviendo justo adentro de ustedes, en ustedes.
And part of that, and second, is our association, our relationship.
Y parte de eso está nuestra asociación, nuestra relación.
And third, you're working on relationship with yourself and getting to know your personality.
Y tercero, ustedes están conociendo a ustedes mismos, su personalidad también.
Right. And then fourth, you're in that relationship with those around you, on the campus, in your house, your family, friends.
Y cuarto, ustedes están en relación con los que están en el campus, los que están alrededor de ustedes, su familia, amigos.
Yes. Yes. But first is that adjuster.
Pero primero es el ajustador.
And then trusting that those contractions that appear in your awareness, it is a purposeful thing given to you by the adjuster.
Y también confiando que todo eso que les viene a ustedes es una oportunidad.
Yes, your
Es una oportunidad.
contractions,
Sus contracciones,
and reactions and reflections.
sus contracciones, reacciones
reflections,
y reflejos son una oportunidad que el ajustador les da.
Yes, take it for granted, meaning know with certainty, understand with certainty that your adjuster is preparing you for something greater.
Denlo por sentado. Ustedes tienen que saber que el ajustador está preparando algo para ustedes.
Right.
Mucho más grande, más grandioso.
Algo más grandioso.
Yes. A good part of my guidance with you is showing you how to make the most of all of this.
Mi guía con ustedes le está mostrando cómo llegar a eso.
Right. How to work with all of these relationships, including yourself, of course.
Cómo trabajar en todas sus relaciones, incluyendo a ustedes mismos, por supuesto.
¿Cómo sacar lo máximo de todo esto?
Yes. Thank you, Carlos.
One of the things that I'm pondering, I'm thinking about,
Una de las cosas que estoy ponderando y estoy pensando
is your study groups.
es sobre sus grupos de estudios.
I want them to be self-governing, just for the people in the group to handle almost everything, almost.
Quiero que sea autogobernado, digamos, ¿verdad? Carlitos, ¿puedes ayudarme?
Sí, que sea
Pierdo.
gobernado para que la gente en el grupo pueda manejar casi todo.
It's an excellent place to grow your socialization, the spirit of counsel.
Es un excelente lugar para que crezca vuestra capacidad de socialización a través del espíritu del consejo.
And with that will come lots of reflections.
Y con eso van a venir muchos reflejos.
And I want you to be able to spend the time not just studying a particular text.
Y yo quiero también que ustedes pasen el tiempo no solamente estudiando un texto en particular.
I want you to share and practice with the 11 powers.
También quiero que ustedes compartan y practiquen con los 11 poderes.
Part of that is the reflections.
Y parte de eso son los reflejos.
In your groups, you will definitely have reflections from other people.
Y en sus grupos ustedes definitivamente van a recibir reflejos de las otras personas.
And that's very important that you allow time to work that out together.
Y es importante, es muy importante que ustedes permitan que el tiempo, a través del tiempo trabajen con todo eso juntos.
Yes, I understand. You don't want, if someone irritates you in the group,
Yo entiendo que si ustedes no quieren, si alguien los irrita en el grupo,
you don't want to share it with the group. I understand that.
ustedes no quieren compartir eso en el grupo, yo lo entiendo.
You don't have to say their name. You can just say something is being stimulated in me. I want to share.
Y no necesitan decir el nombre, sino que ustedes pueden decir que algo digamos, dentro de usted ha sido estimulado.
Yes,
Quiere-
you
quiere
don't have to
compartir
say
eso.
you don't have to say who is stimulating you.
Y no tienen necesidad de mencionar quién fue el que estimuló eso en ustedes.
But it's important you work with the reflections, everyone, because more than one of you in the group probably has the same reflections.
Y es importante que ustedes trabajen con esos reflejos, porque más de uno dentro del grupo probablemente tenga el mismo reflejo.
Yes. For example, por ejemplo, someone in your group is overly controlling.
Por ejemplo, alguien en su grupo ya está controladora de más, está controlando por demás.
Yeah, maybe they're very bossy. You know bossy, the word? No?
Y ellos quizás sean muy como... son muy
Mandones,
arrogantes.
mandón.
Mandón, yes.
Mandones,
Mandón.
gracias,
Yeah.
mandones. Sí.
Hay una chica mandona en mi grupo.
Sí,
Yes.
Liliana Mandona. ¿No?
Yes, yes.
Sí.
So imagine you're in a group with Liliana.
Yes.
And let's just say she has her pattern, like everyone has their pattern,
Y
right?
podríamos decir que tiene sus patrones, como cada uno tiene sus propios patrones, ¿verdad?
And she wants to guide things, maybe a little too much. Maybe she does.
Y ella o él quiere guiar las cosas, a lo mejor un poquitito de más.
Well, that could be a very good thing for some of you to feel that.
Y eso podría ser una buena cosa para que algunos de ustedes sientan eso.
Yeah, so maybe you say, "Oh, everyone, I want to talk about my inquiry, my the Essene mirror."
Para todos, yo quiero hablar algo de mi indagación con el espejo escenio.
I'm feeling my own control issues.
Y estoy sintiendo mis propios asuntos de control.
Yes, and I'm certain other people will feel things too, whatever it is, and whoever is there.
Y estoy tan seguro que mucha de la gente va a sentir lo mismo, cualquiera sea y donde cualquiera en que esté, digamos.
It can be a very fruitful time.
Y puede ser un tiempo de muchos frutos.
Yes,
Sí.
you will help yourself and others. Mm-hmm.
Si van a ayudarse a uno mismo y a otros.
My question with the groups are, do you need me to give a suggested reading, or do you want to continue? I don't really know what you're doing in there with that.
Mi pregunta sería para los grupos, si ustedes necesitan o quieren que yo les dé una lectura sugerida, o porque yo no sé lo que está pasando ahí ni qué es lo que hacen.
Yes, I mostly, I don't look, I'm not involved in it.
Y mayormente yo no estoy mirando y tampoco estoy involucrado en eso.
But it would be very powerful to use the study time to work out your reflections, everyone.
Pero sería muy poderoso que tomen el tiempo de estudio para que trabajen sus propios reflejos todos.
Yes, beloveds, if you want to really accelerate advancing,
Amados, si ustedes quieren realmente acelerar su avance,
you don't want to miss out on those opportunities.
No, no querrían perderse esas oportunidades.
You want to look at everything that comes into your atmosphere.
Ustedes quieren mirar todo lo que viene hacia sus atmósferas.
Yeah. Tell me your thoughts, everyone.
Díganme sus pensamientos todos.
Michael, in fact, I have a question about it.
Sure.
Yes.
Yo tengo una pregunta ahora, Micael. Sí.
Yeah. The thing is about, I don't know if 2 weeks ago or
La
some of
cuestión es
that,
que 2 semanas atrás, yo no sé, sí.
we stopped to study in the groups,
Nosotros paramos de estudiar en el grupo
because we already read the last paragraph that we had to read, and we stopped because we don't really know what to read
Right.
Nosotros
later.
paramos porque no sabíamos realmente qué leer.
So my opinion is really that I would glad to receive your instruction in that way. I mean, I don't know if you can help us or give us a text or a lecture to study if it really help us, I think.
Mi opinión es recibir su instrucción en ese aspecto, y quiero significar que yo no sé si tú nos puedes ayudar para darnos a un texto o algo que estudiar.
Well, I think
Realmente,
there's one
sí.
Portuguese group, a few Espanol, and maybe 1 or 2 English left. Maybe 1 left, right?
Creo que hay un grupo en portugués, uno en español, 2 o 3 en inglés que funcionan.
Yes, if you want me to offer some ideas, just write me if you want my input. Okay.
Okay.
Si ustedes quieren que yo les ofrezca alguna idea, escríbanme. Si ustedes quieren alguna información que yo les dé.
Yes, but it's
Okay.
voluntary. It's your choice.
Es
Yes.
voluntario y es vuestra elección.
And to
Yes.
participate, it's voluntary. Not everyone. It's okay. It's your choice.
También
Yeah.
la participación es voluntaria. Es
Because
vuestra elección.
there's something valuable in the process of socialization and fellowship.
Y hay algo bastante valorable,
Valioso.
valioso en el proceso de socialización y también de la parte de fraternidad.
Yes, it requires a lot of selfless cooperation.
Y requiere mucho de una cooperación altruista.
Right. And it's very good to be able to work that and struggle with it
Y es
everywhere.
muy bueno trabajar con eso y luchar con eso.
Yes. So I hope you continue to do that. You work with the reflections, and I can suggest something if you want.
Y yo espero que ustedes puedan trabajar con eso. También puedo sugerir algo si ustedes quieren.
I might suggest different things to different groups according to what I see.
Y también podría
Okay.
ser que yo sugiera diferentes cosas para cada grupo de acuerdo a lo que yo pueda ver.
Right. So, okay, Lily. Good.
Okay. Thank you. So can I write from myself or
Yes,
speaking
just write
from
me and tell me which Espanol group, 1, 2, 3. How many are there? I don't know.
Actually, we are here almost all. Nelida is missed right now,
Okay.
but we are all here now.
Right, but
Yes.
I have to just ponder it for a moment. I have to see, but right now, not the best time.
Okay,
No es el
okay.
momento ahora. Tengo que
Okay,
ponderar.
thank you.
I've been here a few hours. I'm getting a little tired. I have a few more minutes
Yes.
left in me.
Sí.
Okay,
Quedamos
thank you,
invitados.
Michael.
Yeah.
I will write to you
Yeah,
later.
just write me, tell me who's in the group, and then tell me what you've been studying, who's in the group, and then
Okay.
I'll just work it out with your adjusters.
Okay,
Y
thank you,
trabajamos con
Michael.
computadores.
Thank you, thank you.
Except for Carlos, he has read everything. So I
No,
don't have a
Michael.
suggestion.
No, Michael.
Yeah.
No, I tease
Thank
him.
you, Michael. Thank you. I love you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks.
Mm.
Beautiful, everyone. I believe that we are good for today.
Hermoso, yo creo que está bien por hoy.
It's possible that during the week, I have a lot of energy and I don't have enough outflow.
Yo tengo mucha energía y no tengo realmente mucho outflow. I don't understand, Michael.
I don't have enough flow to receptive.
No tengo un suficiente flujo para recibir la energía que tengo.
And I have to use it, or like I told some of you, my barn will be on fire.
Yo tengo que usar eso, si no mi granja se va a incendiar.
Yes, but I don't have a barn, everyone. I was talking about my energy field.
Sí, yo no tengo una granja, yo estaba hablando de mi campo de energía.
Yeah, some of you wrote, are the animals okay? Is the barn, do you have insurance?
Algunos de ustedes escribió, ¿están los animales bien? No, yo no tengo. ¿Tienes inseguro?
Well,
No.
God insures my energy field, and I do have animals in my energy field.
Y Dios asegura mi campo de energía y yo sí tengo animales en mi campo de energía.
Yeah, so maybe one of the days, like maybe like a Tuesday or a Thursday, I might offer the miracles. I might create a morning miracles that we can talk about A Course in Miracles.
Entonces quizás los lunes o jueves, los martes o jueves, podría ofrecer en la parte de los miracles, crear las mañanas de los milagros.
Yes, I think all of you should be in that Morning Miracles with Michael group.
Entonces yo pienso que todos ustedes deberían estar en ese grupo de Morning Miracles con el grupo de Michael.
Yes, I'm intending just to focus on A Course in Miracles there.
Y yo estoy intencionado en enfocarme en el curso de milagros allí.
Yes, and also the Michael of Nebadon Amphitheatrum is mostly to focus on the Urantia revelation.
Y además el Michael of Nebadon Amphitheatrum está mayormente enfocado en las revelaciones de Urantia.
Parts different than the portions in the colleges, different.
Y son partes diferentes de las porciones que están en los colleges.
Yes. Beautiful, everyone. I appreciate your sincerity and your desire to advance yourself.
Y hermoso, yo aprecio su sinceridad y su deseo de avanzarse a ustedes mismos.
And I give my thanks to each of you who are serving and who are participating.
Le doy las gracias a cada uno de ustedes que sirve y que participa.
Adonai, everyone, enjoy your evening and afternoon.
Adonai, todos gocen de su tarde. Thank you, Abiel.
Right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael.
Thank
Gracias,
you, Michael.
gracias a todos.
Thank you, Michael.
Welcome, everyone. You are welcome.
Thank
Adonai
you.
and adios.
Adonai.
Adonai, adiós.
Adonai.
Thank
Adios,
you.
adios.
Bye.
Bye, Michael. Thank you for
Gracias, Micael.
Hermoso momento, Michael.